I used to do late night deliveries for a burger joint that stayed open until 3 a.m. It wasn't a big city, so most nights were quiet, and most customers were either regulars or drunk college kids. But this one night, man, it still doesn't sit right with me. It was around 1:15 a.m., and I had just gotten back from a routine delivery when an online order came through. Single cheeseburger, fries, and a drink. Nothing weird. But what caught my eye was the delivery address. It was this old brick apartment building on the far edge of town. I'd only been there once before, and even then, it gave me bad vibes. Half the lights in the building never worked, and the hallways echoed way too much. Still, an order's an order. I packed the food, printed the receipt, and headed out. The drive was about 20 minutes, mostly through empty streets. When I got to the building, I noticed something immediately. All the lights in the lobby were out. Only the dull red exit sign gave off any light. I buzzed the number listed on the order, 3C. No answer. I buzzed again. Still nothing. I was about to call the number attached to the order when I heard the creak of the front door. Someone had buzzed me in. I assumed it was the customer, so I stepped inside, phone still in hand. The building was even creepier than I remembered. Cracked tiles, old damp carpet, and a weird smell like mold and cigarettes. I took the stairs since the elevator was dead, and when I reached the third floor, I realized none of the apartment doors had numbers. That should have been my first red flag. I walked slowly down the hallway, looking for any clues. Then I saw one door slightly ajar with a strip of light coming from underneath. I figured this must be 3C. I knocked twice, got no answer. I said, "Hey, it's your delivery," but still nothing. I pushed the door open a bit and peeked in. The apartment was nearly pitch black except for a flickering TV in the corner. No furniture, no sound, nothing, just static on the screen. I took a step inside, only to drop the bag of food when I heard a whisper, clear as day, come from the dark hallway inside the apartment. He already ate. I froze. I turned and sprinted out the door. I didn't even close it behind me. I flew down the stairs, practically tripping over myself, and ran straight to my car. My heart was pounding so hard I could hear it. Once I got back to the restaurant, I looked up the address again to double-check everything. That's when I noticed something that made my stomach drop. The order didn't come from our app. It wasn't even listed in our system anymore, it just disappeared. I told my manager what happened, and he brushed it off as a glitch or prank order. But I know what I saw, I know what I heard. A few nights later, I looked up that address out of curiosity. There was a news article, dated 5 years ago. An old man had died in apartment 3C, found in front of his flickering TV. His neighbors said they never heard a sound. He had starved to death in his own home, alone. I haven't taken a night shift since.